start off with a question about you. So what is it that makes you you, and how does that enable you to show up in your world?
So what makes me me is a big question. I think all the kind of usual things that make anybody, their childhood experience. I'm a mom, I'm a partner, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, you know, all of those things. And being able to show up with all of that, I think, is really important to me. So for a long time, you know, I've talked publicly about my childhood growing up as a mixed race child in the north of the UK, which was really tricky. But what it meant was that I hid for a long time, and I'm talking like over 40 years. You know, I kept small, I stayed small and timid. And it wasn't until I discovered coaching sort of late in my life that I realized that showing up as me was important, not just for me, but for other people, that me showing up could help other people show up. So my commitment now is to be really present, really authentic in my, well, these sound like buzzwords and I don't mean them to. What I mean is real, warts and all.
Yeah.
So I never try and be anything that I'm not. And you know, for someone who spent a long time trying to be perfect and good, because that's what was expected, it's a huge challenge for me. And I think that showing up supports other people. I mean, at its most basic, that's what it's about for me.
Yeah. And I think I love that part about being me, because being me is not always easy for lots of people. You know, so I think that will resonate with quite a few members. And the idea of being small as well. I know when you and I first met, and that was something that you said to me, and it stayed with me. And I thought, you know, and so when things might happen now, it's one of the questions, it's one of my go-to questions, you know, is this me being small? Am I showing up? Am I turning up? You know, am I being me? So yeah, so thank you for that as well.
No, you're welcome. It's
Yeah.
such an important question though, isn't it? Being, you know, do we want to stay small? And sometimes it means staying safe, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, the time's past for being safe. You need to get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you. It made a difference. What is it that's brought you to this space, this EMCC space?
I'm just really interested in community. I always have been. I love connecting. And for me, coaching, teaching, supervision, they're ways of really connecting with people. And EMCC, I mean, above all, is just a beautiful community. So I'm doing a lot of work supporting people's accreditation at the moment, and I love it. I mean, what a treat, you know, to meet all those coaches all over the world. But yeah, it's a home for me. It's a community.
Yeah, and I'm exactly the same. You know, I've been the same. That I'm the facilitator for the accreditation, and it's just been wonderful. It's been lovely, and like you say, meeting so many really lovely people. Yeah, it has. It's been great. What is it that brings your energy to this space as well?
I think connection, collaboration, 100%. You know, I just love it. I think for me, part of my liberation of myself was allowing my creativity to flow. So knowing, you know, breaking away from the kind of predictable and the what's expected, and just dreaming, imagining, creating, making mess, exploring, you know, all of those words that are kind of splashing about in the mud, you know, just kind of really getting my hands dirty with all of this stuff. That's what energizes me. And working with other people doing that, where we're, you know, we're willing to show up in all our messy glory and have a go and find out and explore together. That, yeah, completely is just like plugging my fingers into a socket. I love it.
Yeah, no, and you get that feeling as well from you as you're saying it, you know, like I'm really getting, you know, I'm sort of, you know, I'm putting my wellies on and I'm getting ready. You know, I don't even know whether I'm going to bother with a coat. I'm just going to come and splash. You know, it's that idea of exploring and not necessarily knowing the whole journey, you know, not knowing where we might be going or where it might end up. And it might be different places for different people as well. So that idea of creativity and exploration, really, really exciting. Huge appreciation. You know, massive thank you for being here today. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always, listening to stories. and about you and about your EMCC and about your journey here and everything else. So thank you ever such a lot on behalf of myself, the EMCC, and our members. Thank you.
Oh no, it's really, really a pleasure, Hannah. I could talk to you all afternoon.